Hey pals, so I need to do something to this hair clearly. So I'll be doing the lock method, leave-in conditioner, oil, and cream. So, I had to start separating my hair. I think that's the best way to do your hair, especially on hair like this. It's been 2 days since I've done it. And baby, so ignore this part because your girl thought, ooh, I forgot a towel. But anyways, we back in action, okay? So I decided I'm tired of doing wigs. It's time for me to do my natural hair. So with the lock method, you have to start it by wetting it. Typically, I'll probably do this after I get out of a shower. But I'm like, I have work to do. And I had a meeting, I'm not even gonna lie, in like 25 minutes from this video. So I had to make it happen, all right? So my recommendation is if you're starting to do this hairstyle, make sure you wet it. And even if you feel like you're over wetting it, because I have 4B hair, I believe, and I also have hair that does not take water well. So if I'm wetting it and I just don't feel like it's getting up in there, I'll wet it a lot and then start to slowly bring the water and put it all through like the inside of my hair, which is very helpful. You start to see like it's elongating at this point. Get them roots. When I tell y'all get them roots, I also think detangling with your fingers for this method is very important because it leaves the curls more to the natural form than it would if you just brushed it or combed it. I try to get closer to show y'all a little bit of like the difference between when the video first started and what it's looking like now, okay? All right, so from here, you start to feel like, if you feel like your fingers are no longer getting caught, then it's best to probably move on to the next section. So here I am picking up the hair product that I use for this. It's actually just conditioner from Yall, but I like to use it as a leave-in conditioner because it smells really good and it just works really well in my hair. So I would recommend that for everybody because I know everybody's hair is different, but it is best for me. And y'all, don't talk about my bottle cap the top of it missing, okay? Because I know it's missing, but it still comes out, so I still use it, okay? All right, so I like to put it in all sections of my hair, and then I go next to jojoba oil, and I just use a little bit of jojoba oil, probably like a dime size, and I start to just put it all through my hair. So the method again is called lock, leave-in, oil, and cream. So make sure you put some of that oil on your scalp too, so you don't have to get to itching all the time. So it's a little closer view of my hair. And if y'all wondering what I'm saying, I was listening to music. Look at me, I was getting it. All right, so then that's the cream that I use in my hair. And once you start going through it like individually, piece by piece, you can see that it becomes way more defined than what it did with just the leave-in and the oil. Like you can really start to see the little curls right there. So that's my favorite part. You do not, and I mean do not, need a lot of cream because it'll just start to get white in your hair. So the less the better, but it does spread out a lot. So I suggest if you're going to use the cream that I use in this video, just use a little bit. And I mean little by like maybe even just your finger, girl. You don't even need more than that. It ain't got to be a whole lot. So anyways, in this section, you can see I was messing up because some of that stuff will stick to the back, but it's clearly more defined than what it was before. And I started to realize too that I'm like, oh, maybe let me make sure I'm getting the back. Sometimes you can't see the back, so it's a little hard. I was really grooving. Anyways, it's a little hard to see it, but there y'all go. That's a close-up of how it's starting to look. So for this section, I just moved up a little bit. I didn't do the whole spraying and showing you every single step. But I know for me, my hair at the bottom is really tight, and like mid to the top of my hair, the curls start to get looser. So with the top, it's much more easier to get the curls to separate if you're just like me. But you can also see like in this area, because it's way easier than what it is below, the cream that I was using, it started to look a little white. So just be careful. Like I said earlier, use as little as you need to, girl, because it's gonna get the job done, period. So yeah. At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm getting somewhere because I was tired. But you know what? Y'all see the difference? It's jiggling, it's wiggling, okay? So things got a little hectic on this side. Y'all see my face. It was a hot mess. I sleep on that side. So if you are sleeping at night and you lay on a side more than you do the other, it does get a little more matted. So it's really hard for me to kind of disconnect the pieces. But with this method, you can definitely see the differences in the curls and you can feel them too. So it's easier to kind of separate them. So we're basically almost to the finish line at this point, okay? So I wet my hair already and I'm just kind of separating with my finger. I mentioned earlier that the bottom of my hair is tighter than the top. So at this point, some of it's starting to dry. And it's like that because I put my hair in ponytails a lot when I have it out and I'm wearing it natural, or I get extended ponytails. So if you do that, I'd recommend to kind of leave your hair as is for a few days so that it can kind of reset. Don't be like me, okay? So at this point, we're basically there. I've already put in my oil and I put in my leave-in. And bam, baby, you see that cream? It brought this thing to life, honey, okay? Look at it. Y'all see them curls? Get into it. Real in the inside, all that curly curl. Yes, okay? Very nice defined curls on the inside. The outside, you know, we get in there. But you know what? Do y'all see it? I know y'all see it. And just for y'all getting this far, I said, let me give my girls a show, okay? I put it in slow motion because y'all special. If y'all have any comments, comment below. Let me know what y'all think and if it works for y'all. Bye, pals.